Hello and welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival 1.8. My name is Spanj. Welcome to Xerax Space. Oh yes. I am looking for the best place to set up a base, and I think I found a planet I've not seen before in the vanilla game. And it is a... hang on. It is a barren scorched. And there's quite an interesting description about it. Basically, deadly temperature differences depending on which side of the planet you're on, huge chasms and all sorts of stuff going wrong and everything like that. This is quite a small one. But as you can see as well, there's a lot of resources that can appear on these planets. Now, I've chosen Xerax Space because, well, it's the most interesting. But don't worry, I'm not planning on staying here very long. In fact, I plan on heading out towards Wastelanders and Arc Space to check them out before we start any actual kind of miscreant behavior around here. I wanted to check out this planet because I think it's absolutely teeming in resources, and although, yes, it's 300 degrees outside, I think it would be quite a cool place to set up a base. The only issue is, you know, a lack of water and a lack of a lot of other things, I suspect. There is a comm station there. See, raiding POIs on this planet would be uniquely difficult as well because of these temperature shifts and stuff. I think it would have to wait until daylight, and you'd have to get it done before the sun came up again, otherwise you're just going to end up roasting. But there's gold here, there's Promethean, there's Erestrum, Sathium, Pentaxid, ice deposits, perfect. And it's small, so you can get around it really quickly. Now, all the deposits are going to be quite small as well as the owner drama. You can't auto mine gold deposits up anyway. Let's have a look what else we got. We just got freaking drones everywhere. The turrets are going mental. We're now heading into the cold area. Sathium deposits are medium, so that's decent enough. Don't expect to be using a lot of resources. Obviously, auto miners respond better to larger deposits, but if you want larger deposits, you're going to have to go onto larger planets. Makes sense, right? Look at the drone presence here. Of course, this is the other challenge with potentially setting up a base here, is defending it. Could be interesting. We are in Xerax Space, and this is a Xerax controlled planet, which means they will hit us with base attacks and such. I just think it would be this is Crash Titan is down there for some reason. Wait a minute. We'd use somewhere else. Small pentaxid deposits. To be honest, even small pentaxid deposits are very good and very useful to sit an auto miner on. And you know, the Regent here is uniquely kind of built to deal with auto miners on hostile planets, really. So with its hatch at the front and bottom. And there's the other Crash Titan back is here as well. What is going on? I know it's a moon. Well, it's not even a moon. It is actually a planet, but still. A little bit of POI discipline, please, Elion. You know? Titan shouldn't be here. Anyway, look at the falling rocks and stuff like that. Let me turn night vision on a second, because no, there it is. There's now that the sun's coming up. Brilliant timing, Spanj. Well done, as always. Never mind. Look at the deposits, though. Right, so yes, let's see. I want an ice deposit, really, because, I mean, water is going to be quite rare and very, obviously, useful to survival and stuff like that. So if we can find an ice deposit to settle on, or pretty much next to, that's great. I think we've probably discovered one or two already, and I've just flown past them. How many are there? There's 4 ice deposits, of which I've discovered 2, and they're down there. So an ice deposit on the equator, ideally, or an ice deposit on the equator. We're running out of deposits to discover right now. Then we're going to set up a base, and I'm trying to decide in my brain right now whether to actually build one like from scratch or just spawn one in that I've built previously. I don't have a huge amount of like ground bases that are very big, and I think it might be quite fun to actually just build one from scratch, although it is going to take a long time, and that obviously has its own challenges and stuff like that. But if we establish a little base, at least here, we can then head off towards Arc territory, which is all the way over here. And then Wasteland's down here. Loop back through traders, do a bunch of selling, gin console stuff and whatnot. And then come back here and we can start smacking about the Xerax and stuff. I'm going to need a serious upgrade in firepower, and that is what this base is primarily kind of going to function towards, really, is resource gathering to bring in some big guns. Alright, so I'm going to park over this Promethean deposit here. I know I said I was going to park over an ice one, but none of them are really in good positions. They're either at the top or the bottom of the map, basically, all four of them. And I wanted somewhere roughly in the middle here. So the best one, well, I didn't want to go for that Promethean there because it's like right next to the freaking base defenses and stuff here of the Xerax. So we're over here. I'm next, right on top of this Promethean deposit. There's another one there. This is going to keep me fueled and running, so it's a good idea. Meanwhile, the ice, obviously I'll put auto miners on this stuff, so, and then the gold we'll have to just dig out manually. But yeah, we should be able to get some auto miners. How many cores do I actually have? I've got 7. 7. So, there's 9 resources on this planet, so we're going to need some more auto miner cores. So it's a good job we're in Xerax space that we can go looting for more auto miner cores. Anyway, so if we're going to build a base manually, what I need to do is line up my constructors to get to frickin' work. And they've got their work cut out. So I've got this guy at the moment working on the first auto miner for that very deposit. Now we've got some stuff in stock already from previous sort of base dismantlings, including 4 large generators, teleporters, repair pads, 4 extenders and small cargo boxes and container controllers and so on and so forth. So we have a few decent bits of base tech already, which is going to help us. But first things first, what we are going to need is a absolute metric ton of concrete blocks. Unfortunately, they build very, very quickly, so I'm going to line up 2,000. We've got 6 heavy glass blocks. I'm going to line up a few of those as well. Probably like maybe 100. Just going for a while. That should eat through most of this crushed stone and stuff that I've been gathering. And everything else, you know, we've got plenty of the basics and stuff, so we should be good. Alright. Then we really need some ice. So I need to get an auto miner down and some ice soon. This box as well, I need to make sure it doesn't overfill. But at the moment it's only a third full, so we're good. Okay. So let's turn off our thrusters and have a look around our new 250 degrees home. Oh yeah, this it's a bit toasty. I'm not sure the EVA boost is going to do me very well here. You know, let's have a little look. All right. I mean, it's beautiful, right? It's very high contrast, you know. It's very black and white. That's just it. This is probably, I know, other than maybe lava planets might be hotter. The thing is, with lava planets, they usually have to deal with much heavier gravities. Unless you go on a nascent moon. They're 0.81 Gs by the look of it. But they don't nearly have the resources that this place has. Look at the resource choice here compared to that. I know you get the Zirconium there, but blammo, right? So that's what really drew me to this place. But we are in Xerax territory. We're just on the periphery of it. But yeah, okay. So let's get a base down and start maybe setting some stuff up, like furnaces and storage and whatnot. And we want this directly below this hatch here so that we can access it from within the ship, although I'm not sure we'd be able to reach that. It seems a lot higher than I remember it being. Can we reach that? Or if we jump on the hatch? Oh man. Oh shit. Now we can reach it. Oh, I hope the jetpack can get me out of here. I haven't built this thing to help me manage auto miners, but it's too tall. They freaking measured it as well. Well, that being said, I think I maybe overestimated how high these things hover. I was really hoping I could reach that from here. It's kind of ruins my plans. You know? There we go. It's fueled now. I had to jump on it, put the fuel in, and then jump back again. So let's start on base here. I don't know why that is. Why it's floating so high. Maybe that's what the problem is. You know, it shouldn't be this far off the ground. But then there are rocks and such getting in the way. I think if I was like that, what, 1.5 meters or so lower, then it would have been fine. I would have been able to reach it, but anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, we're going to place our base starter block underneath here. I'm just going to place it right here. And what I'm going to first of all do is essentially build a platform around this auto miner, up to and around it, so that we can access it easily from within the base. And we've got that source of Promethean, basically infinite source of Promethean here to keep our base fueled and such. Silly little stones like that. Okay. And I'm going to build basically a corridor type thing to the main building here. And I might even make it so that the ship can land exactly where it is. I might need to just smooth that terrain out a little bit, essentially. I don't know if the flattening works here. Because of where I'm stood, I'm up on the ship. I don't think it will work very well. I think it's just going to mutilate the ground and get confused. Look, see? I need to be stood on the ground in order for that to work. And I ain't going outside. Not at 466 degrees centigrade out there. It's a little toasty. And voila! I've built a little pod. An igloo, if you will, of concrete. It kind of looks like an igloo in that light. It's so bright. It's so bright. Oh, that failed. Yes, of course. I'm still very much not used to building in survival mode. And things like this happen. Where, yeah, it doesn't quite go where I want it to. Because I need to manually remove the blocks with the multi-tool when I delete them. Symmetry mode doesn't delete them for me. Anyway, that bit's a bit awkward, but I don't really know how else to do that, to be honest. It's yeah, there is another block I could use that might blend slightly better, but either way, it's going to be a bit janky. But otherwise, the dome here is actually looks pretty cool. I'm thinking I'm going to go for a sort of dome-ish theme, you know. Now, that doesn't really work very well with like glass and stuff like that, but we'll see what we can do. And what I might do is the next up might be a three wide flat face. The core's there. There's also one of the reasons I hate building in survival mode is this shite. I can't place a block there. Not that there's anything there. Absolutely nothing there at all, but the game thinks there is, and I can't place a block there. This is a very old and very common issue. Now in creative mode, in fact, actually, what I might do, because I'm in single player here, normally on multiplayer I'd be screwed at this point, but let me see if I can fix it. I'm going to type CM into the console here. Right? This switches it to creative mode. What I can then do with this is I can use the filler function, the selection tool here, and in particular the filler function, right? This little thing here on the N menu. If I have a concrete block selected and I press that, it fills it with concrete regardless of what's there. And there we go, problem fixed. The hole has been removed, and then I can just go back into the console and type CM again, and it switches it back to survival. Everything's fine, no harm done. But yeah, if you're on a server where you don't have that kind of level of permission and stuff, that can be an absolute kill joy. It really can. So there you go. Hopefully, you know, a little bit useful if you ever do run into that problem. Right. So what I've got to do here to build another sort of circular dome-like structure like this. This is an ideal size for a dome. As you can see, the blocks kind of all work together for that size. And that's just a single flat surface, and then it's this one there, then it's this one on the end of it, this one in between the two, and then you repeat but in reverse, and that's it all the way around. And if you've got symmetry mode on, and it makes it even quicker. You can even have symmetry across multiple planes now, which means you only have to do a quarter of a structure like that. Now obviously with an igloo where that doesn't quite work, I kept with just the single plane of symmetry. Right, so what we got here is a slightly bigger one. So we've got the flat surface of 3 rather than 1, which means we need to extend each side by, well, 3 times, basically. So 1, 2, and the 3 there. And then that will turn into... Let me do it live. So I just try and do it with the whole blocks. It's going to confuse the hell out of me. And then we do... That's the 3. And then we do that one. Followed by this one. And then that one again. And then we do that one more time. Come on. Where are you? There you are. And then we grab this one again. And we essentially reverse what we did earlier. Or do the same thing as we did earlier, but backwards. We do 3 blocks up. Bingo. And then 3 blocks along. It's starting to get a bit buried in the ground now, but we're still okay. It should be fine. Don't worry about the uneven terrain and stuff like that to make sure the blocks don't start floating around. But at the moment, we're okay. So we got the start. That's half our circle, as you can see. And then we'll carry on around, and then I'll see how much of a dome I can get out of this. I don't think it's going to be... Well, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be very good dome, but we'll give it a go. It should give us quite a decent space in there to get started. I'm running out of daylight again, but that's the circle complete. There we go. Rone. Thank you, Regent. And dead. That's the circle complete anyway, and I've put some large windows around the outside here. What I might do is actually position myself right at the front of the ship here, because then I'll have a better Wi-Fi range. Just put myself there. And yeah, like I said, you can see I've put some windows there around the sort of the angles of the edges that I can put windows around. What I might do now, can't really see with this night vision, but I might actually enable an extra plane there, go straight through the middle, and that means on this dome I only need to complete half of it. Give you an idea. Yeah, so this one is kind of key. This guy, right? I never used to use this block very much, and I think he's one of the newbies. But that guy right there is going to give you... What? Oh, hello. My symmetry line is off for some reason. Right, there we go. Why? How did that happen? Right, hope that didn't happen. Oh, it must not have. It must have changed when I moved it. Sorry. Right. The joys of symmetry. Right. That guy is very important. He kind of gives you the kind of first initial gentle slope, for want of another description of it. Gentle slope up before you then go sort of harder with the slope. You start bringing it in towards the center, and then you just have to kind of, when you change from this degree to this degree, you got to change the blocks like that. But then you go back to this one. And now with the symmetry planes I've enabled, we should have that all the way around, you see. Pretty cool, right? Now we just got to continue building this up until, well, we might do two layers of this slopage, and then we'll start the next one. And there we go. So that's now 2 layers up. Now we go into another gradient of slope, and this is this guy, the ramp C, probably the 45-degree guy. And then it all kind of changes into this sort of deal. Everything sort of turns on its side in order to accomplish that. And then this is the more common block sequence for sort of this kind of slope. So this set here, you know. And then you get this corner, which is really awkward. Now, I think this one will work. And then all we do is place... where is he? This guy. There and there. And then very unique little block. This little corner right here. to fill that in. And there we go. And we're back to the same routine again. But like I said, because we've got 2 planes of symmetry working for us now, we actually only have to do 1/4 of the work here, which is excellent. There we go. That was a close one. That was a close one. We got it. We got it. So the final element of this, well, I don't know if it's the final, but this sort of last element of slope before we then just flatten the top off, basically, is these guys here. And this is where it gets a bit ropey. And the blocks start betraying us at this point. Betrayal. Because the sloping goes a bit weird, basically. You'll end up with a bit of lumpiness right here at this transition. I don't know if there's any way really to prevent this. You know, you guys might know in the comment section, but as far as I'm aware, you've got this guy here, which ruins everything, by the way, and this guy here, which is the same slope gradient as before, but there's not really any way around it. And then, yeah, it all goes a bit Pete-tong. You can apply these guys as normal, but then because everything's kind of coming in together, everything's kind of also going wrong together, and we've got no, basically it's these two here, because I could put this guy here, which would be fine, but there's no block that would go along there. It would leave a gap. Basically I'd have a corner block and this would just get cut off, and you'd have this weird sort of shelf bit going on here. So the only way to sort of blend that or keep it going, as it were, is these guys, which, as you can see, don't really work all that well in the grand scheme of things. You end up putting this guy here instead, which works, I suppose, for this corner. Then you just do that, and then another one, and you continue on. But it weirds up right there. That whole section there is really strange now. But we will persevere and try and get the best out of this that we can. And voila, we have an igloo. Let me just turn on. I'll show you structure integrity, because it's probably easier to actually see the base as it is with this on while we're in pitch black darkness of nighttime still. There we go. We have our igloo, and you can see the weird lumpiness there that doesn't quite work with the shape. In fact, if you look at it sort of in profile, you can definitely see the jaggediness going on there. I don't really know any way to avoid that, to be honest, but there we are. So there we go. It's this bit here, basically. It goes in. Anyway, I could obsess over it forever and ever, and it will never get solved. So doing our best to build the igloo kind of odd base. Now, I haven't sort of built in any extra sort of junctions and stuff like that, but that should be reasonably easy to add. I'm figuring we're probably going to want some kind of landing pad off one side, maybe a dedicated hydroponics pod off the other side, and so on and so forth. But unfortunately, I've run out of Erestrum. Erestrum is out, and as a result, the constructors have kind of just sort of ground to a halt, as it were, completely plumb out of the the green stuff. So we're gonna have to go out and get that. So I'm gonna leave the base here, and it is only got a core in it. I've put a GAT turret on it, but there's no generators or fuel tanks or anything in that, and it should be okay to leave, to be honest. I don't think because while I'm not here, it's not going to generate a base attack. So I'm just going to put a waypoint down though. Home, hell of a home, hell of a home, right there. Breaky, and we're going to have to obviously make it airtight and all that stuff. It's going to be interesting. And obviously switch the garden and stuff over here. I'm not sure why. It just seems like a fun challenge, building on a completely hostile world. And we shall see what kind of base attacks as well the Xerax send after us. Right, so where's the nearest Erestrum deposits then? There's a barren metal planet over here. Any orbital, that would be easier for me. Oh, yeah, there you go. There's an orbital one there. There's one around that moon over there. There's aluminium in this asteroid field, which I really like. And where else have we got? anything in these asteroid fields. What about an orbit around my own planet? There's gold asteroids. There's 3 Erestrum deposits at the trade sector, but that is Xirax Central over there. It is crazy. So I think we will go to the barren metal orbit and see what we can dig up. Thrusters engaged. Let's go. There we go, Erestrum rock. So, okay, we can't hang around here for too long, it would seem. Drones are already on their way, and who knows what they're going to bring. This is part of the joy of living in Xiraxian scum space, you know? But they have the best resources, so, you know, whatever. It shouldn't take me too long to get this asteroid. I think I'll grab another one after this as well, just so I got a little bit of surplus. We need to get an auto miner down on this stuff, down on our planet as well. Alright. Here they come. Alright, drones inbound. We've also got... Actually, I think it's just that. I'm worried, obviously, I'm worried about a patrol vessel, a certain particular type of patrol vessel turning up as well. Right, we'll go to the next moon. Now that these drones are dealt with. They're no match for my, like, 3 turrets. That's all you need sometimes. Okay, let's go. And we are home. That was fun, wasn't it? Along that down there, I think we were about above where we were. It sort of lines up quite nicely. Yeah, I might turn that into a nice little concrete landing pad as well. Or the other idea I had was, because I've obviously got the let me turn the thrusters off a second. Because I've obviously got the hatch here at the bottom, I might deploy a force-fielded entrance into the base as one of a little sort of sub-igloos that I could just drop into. But the main way in and out of the base, though, I was thinking, is actually this guy here, teleportation. No need to even go outside that way, and that's ideal what you want on this sort of planet. It's 368 degrees and getting hotter. So that might be a good idea. Anyway, okay, so the auto miner down there is working away. We've now got some Erestrum in our boxes, so our constructors can carry on doing what they're doing. The thing that we need to do, I've now locked myself out of... Oh, shit. I've locked myself out of that base. Thing I need to do is make an entrance, for one, so I can actually get back in there. Hello! Let me in! And then obviously start planning out some rooms inside and all sorts and stuff, and figuring that out. So I might do that a bit off camera, really, because I mean, that sort of stuff is not very easy to make content out of it. It's not particularly interesting content. So I think while that auto miner whirs away, now that we can make more of them, let's first of all get our constructors making more. You're doing Erestrum, you're doing Erestrum, you are my chosen one. And again, it's 7 auto miners, so let's make 7 T3 auto miners. Now we can get an epic auto miner device, I believe, if we have enough explorer tokens. But how do we get explorer tokens? Well, we've been getting them sort of passively as we travel around, and I've got about 7 more on me now. So we should probably go find a Jin console somewhere, turn them in, and see if we can get that epic auto miner. Then see how many we need for the next step. Now you get tokens basically for discovering everything in the game, from every type of deposit to every faction there is. And we've got quite a few unknown factions still. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 unknown factions still to discover. That's 7 more tokens, plus all the different star types as well. You get a token for each star type you visit. And there must be other ways, other things that get them as well, I guess. What we're going to do now, while that base sits there, and I'll be back to build it some more anyway later on, is we're going to head all the way out to... Oh my god, where am I going? Ah, there it is. Arc territory. Bathy Gamma is the only station planet actually in Arc territory, it would seem. So we're going all that way to visit one planet. But that will be a faction. So that will be an explorer token. And hopefully we can see what kind of stuff they've got down there. Whether or not I'm even capable of taking them on in my current state. Bearing in mind that my most offensive weapon at the moment is this ship, which has got a grand total of 5 turrets on it. Yeah. Not particularly great, is it? Right, let's top up on some fuel. We've got plenty of that. Let's top up on some pentaxid as well. I need to craft some more by the looks of it. But that should be fine. We can get our small constructors working on that. Fuel and O2. Give me some more stuff because we still got 2,000 pentaxid there, so that should be fine. Let's go. Let's go and see Arc by Heckendiver. See what they're all about. But we're going to operate from here from now on. Once I get this base up and running, I'll transfer all the stuff over to it and we can start thinking about mining and grinding away for bigger and stronger ships. Congratulations! You've discovered Arc Home System and earned an exploration token. Alrighty, we have it. They've got an Arc Homeworld sector, Arc Homeworld planet. Seems to be a barren planet if I had to guess, but let's go and take a look, shall we? There it is. Discovered Arc Company Center. Read Empyrion Peter for more information. Okay. Arc. Here they are. The Arc Company is producing any kind of high-tech utilities. The Arc Home System. We have discovered it. Is that all the blurb we get on Arc? Freaking Brotherhood had a massive blurb. Arc are like, man, whatever. Who cares? My god. Right, okay. They got lots of stuff floating around in here. I'm guessing we're neutral and not hostile with these guys. Check the faction real quick. I don't see them. Free colonists, trades, pirates, Polaris, Talon, Brotherhood. Okay, I haven't actually discovered them yet because I need to actually go and poke one. The Arc Kui King. You've discovered faction Arc. There we go. Now we can check if they're friendly or what. Arc neutral. Good. Okay, we're not going to open fire on them. Let's have a little gooseberry, shall we? At the Kui King. Zing, sorry. The Kui Zing. Now, if I remember Hecken correctly, he is the master of glowy shit, so... Prepare for glowies. Glowy extraordinaires. The mooch glowy stuff. Alright, here we go. There's one of the patrol vessels. I don't even think that's a Hecken build, if I'm honest. Give you an idea. Let's find something else to poke. The Arc Viper Freighter. That looks pretty cool though, doesn't it? That looks like a Hecken build. Very sweet. Very nice. What the hell? Well, that... It's too small to be a Tavera. It looks a lot like one though. The Manta Ray drone. Holy moly. Uh-huh. Yeah, that looks a lot like a Tavera. But of course with player style weapons all over it. Oh my god, that thing is bristling. Jesus. What is the CPU on that frickin' thing? Got one engine. It's got one rear engine. Can't be right. Two reverse engines. Some sidey-sideys. Not very many at all, really, engine-wise. But that, what we got over there? That's a deep space satellite. We're about to crash into a Sathium asteroid, it would seem. That is a ridiculous number of guns. Yeah, I don't want to. I'd pass. Do you think my 5 turrets would be up for it? Alright, let's go poke the planet. Well, they've got a few interesting looking POIs. I'll give them that one. Look at that thing. So we're going to have to go inside and check this out. This is a shielded POI. I'm glad I'm neutral right now. I'm not sure how long my ship would survive. Mind you, it doesn't look like it's actually got that many guns on it, if any at all, really. The drones, however, are everywhere, and there is a lot of them. Outside temperature -3, radiation 15. It is a bit of a wasteland of a planet, I've got to be honest. We should be okay to go out in our current pajamas. Let's whap those thrusters off. Let's go. Let's have a little look-see, shall we? Shouldn't need weapons, but you know, we'll never know when there's like bad guys everywhere. So, yeah, here we go. Arc radar tower then. Currently being rammed repeatedly by a plasma drone. We're just going to move on from that. Let's have a little look-see. We can go in. That's a good sign. Alright. Nice entrance. Quite unique. Alright, we got soldier boys. Elite soldiers. Nasty pieces of work these are. Very nasty. Pinpoint accurate. Lots of damage. Not like the old Xerax, you know. Oh, interesting. Can't open that door. Can open this door though. I wonder what is in the door below. Look at this thing. That's cool. Still goes up quite a way. This is just a freaking landing pad. Alright. I'm guessing that dish then, there's nothing there. There's no, like, as in it's got no interior. Tempted. Alright. I think we need to attack these guys though, don't we? We need to, in order to get the full experience, we need to see what the dealio is. And to do that, I need to blast through this door here. C4 is going to take out the elevator blocks. Okay. Whoa, hello. Cheeky. That's where the soldiers were. Okay, right. Okay, so we were... Let's see if we can get through then. This is going to piss them off. Okay. We are now unfriendly. Of course, I forgot the shielding. Best way to take the shields down. Alright. I have fully declared war now. And the rocket drone is taking on my CV because the top turrets don't fire in atmosphere, of course. Alright, let's see. Can I see the shield status from anywhere inside? I don't think I can. I have to go out. Plasma rifle actually does. Alright. You two. I got a job for you. Target bases, yeah? Off you go. It'll take him a little while. But eventually we'll get through that door. Once we do, there'll be hell to pay. Okay, let's have a little look around here then in that case. Because that door starts up there, but there is clearly a lot of POI underneath that. Including a lot of these power containers here. A lot of these power containers. Alright. So yeah, this whole section down here seems to be kind of like not accessible, I guess. The way in that I'm just not seeing. Oh, hello. Oh, shit! It's followed me. Right, but its weapons won't work in atmosphere, will it? They won't work in atmosphere, will they? Right? Right? Oh, shit. They're working in atmosphere. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Run, man, run. Run faster, you stupid son of a bitch. This is not good. Ding, 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 ding. Better attack. Come on, run, 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 man. Shit! Run away! Oh my god. Evasives! Its weapons work in atmosphere, guys. Its weapons work in atmosphere. Oh shit. Oh shit, I started a war I was not prepared for. Holy cow. That was almost a lost ship, that was. Wow. Did not expect that mother ducker to chase me down. Oh, it's like a Tavera just rocking up in atmosphere and going, what's up? Whew. Damage-wise, I think I lost my radar. I've definitely lost the radar dish off the top, and I've lost my detector. So I'm currently blind. But that is not too expensive to replace. Fortunately, the vanilla version of this vessel has got hardened steel armor. The reforged version is steel armor because of how much more power you need to get things off the ground. Like thrusters aren't as effective, you know. So what's very concerning is that direction of fire there that they're going through these blocks here, that is directly at the core. That's directly at the core of the vessel. The generators are in the nacelles, they're over there and the other side. What's down at this angle, directly down from that, in that direction, is the freaking core. It was going for it. You guys are alright. Not that you could do anything while you were getting shot to buggery. Oh, yeah, they nearly had that. That was close. There's that jackass. He's over there. I'm going to try and fly basically to the other side of the planet from where he is. I'm not going anywhere near that goit. There's two bases I'm coming up to over here, which hopefully are out of his range. I've replaced my detector so I can rescan everything. Ooh. So level 3 something or other down there that's got a admin core in it by the looks of it. That could be a good one. Let's see what we got here. We've got 1 kilometer, 2 bases, and then we can head south and check that out if these two don't pan out. Unfriendly Arc territory. Okay, one of those looks like a defense tower on the left, and that thing on the right looks like it might be a solar farm. It is. Okay, fine. Let's head south, see what that thing is with the admin core. Alright, looks like a arc weapons factory. Again, I don't know if that thing is armed. I'm assuming it is. Yep, it's armed. Oh, and it's armed with lasers. Lasers and missiles and lasers and lasers. If my guns can shoot it back. If it can, they're not engaging. And there they are. Yeah. It's not shielded, so with a repeat assault, it could be done. Yeah, I want to get a closer look in some of these POIs, you know, but I'm just not equipped for it, guys. Something like that is going to probably take an episode in itself to take down. So what he could do is park here. We need a tank of some sort. I think is probably best in this situation. Something with a lot of return firepower. Not sure I've got the resources for it. Titanium, copper, carbon, silicon, zascosium. 6 bridges and 4 matrices. Possibly, could have. Input box. I mean, silicon, copper, no problem. Iron and iron, yeah. Titanium, titanium. Oh dear. Okay. Small bridges and matrices should be no problem, but yeah, I probably need to go off and mine some titanium, I think, before we could bring something in that has the firepower to meet that. Weapons factory looks like an interesting one. I want to get in there and take a look for you guys. I think it's definitely going to be worth it. But I'm afraid you're going to have to wait until next episode, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to get out of it, go mine some titanium, and I'm going to try and bring in the Tri-Fire HT. It's an SAS build, Scavenger Alliance. It is a decent monster of a tank. It should be decent enough, and it should fit inside this ship. That's the thing. If I get something like the old Crossfire down there, which is also a massive freaking machine. That is. It probably won't fit in this ship. It's too big. And it's probably the same with the Hydra. Ye old Hydra. So we're going to try it. I think we'll go for the Tri-Fire. I think that is low enough profile that it will get through. But I need a titanium. Everything else should be fine. Okay. That was a close call. That was definitely a brown trousers moment here in Arc space. We have declared war, I suppose. Without really knowing what the hell I'm getting myself into. That's for sure. So, let's see if we can actually come out of here with a profit of stuff, at least anyway. There we go. We've started building a base on a very inhospitable planet, extremely hot temperatures, horrible landscape. It would be quite cool to be able to tame that location into a base. So we'll see if we can continue that every now and again during these episodes. But join me next time when hopefully I'll have some actual firepower in the belly of this beast, and we can maybe take on Arc and see what the hell they're hiding in that weapons factory. I'm hoping there's some goodies in there. Ladies and gents, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed. And hopefully I'll see you next time. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.